I am doing a build video. This is my current build right here. I've been asked on and offline uh, about my build. Uh, Now, it looks pretty. You wouldn't suspect that I'm a sorcerer because I wear all heavy armor, I dual wield, and that sort of thing, but I am. Now, the reason they asked me about it is because of, well, if you've watched any of my other videos, you get to see how I fight. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you my skills right here. Overlord, for my dual wielding sort of set, because I have two sets. Alright, for my first set, I'm just going to call it fighting discipline. My first fighting discipline is more of an offensive storm calling with a little bit of Daedric summoning. Now, let's go with our pets first. Not pet, but our companion, let's call it. Our summonee. Whatever. Anyway, the first thing you're going to want to rank up as soon as you can get it is your Summon Twilight Matriarch. Okay? Now, you level this up until you can morph it, which I chose the healing ability. It's like basically like having a healer with you. Okay? She will heal you if your health falls below 35%. She can heal you for 6,300 over 6,300 over the course of 3 seconds, as long as you stay within range of her. Okay. Now, my passive skills, I went all out on these. Alright, there's no reason why you shouldn't. Okay? Go out, find the Mundus stones, have fun. Alright, now, as far as my offensive abilities, I chose Overload as my ultimate. Okay? It's beautiful, deals a ton of damage. If you get in a tight spot, just use it. Now, what if you always go like one rank higher than I'm supposed to be in one area, then I'll use that a lot. Now, Endless Fury may be fun, but I don't use it. Okay, that's too much of a distance attack. I get in the action. Like I chose the fighting discipline to where I'm in the action. I'm not just, an AoE Sork standing on the background, just flinging spells, doing those yoga stances like you see in other MMOs, which, thank God, Elder Scrolls doesn't do that. Alright, first one, Boundless Lightning. Okay? Basically, when you get this skill, it is just amazing because you can read the damage, okay? Alright, manifest yourself as lightning to gain major resolve and major ward. Increase physical resistances and spell resistances by 4,300 over the course of 23 seconds. Okay? Also grants Major Expedition, increases your speed by 40% for 7.5 seconds. This is just a must-to have for any dungeon crawler like myself. While active, enemies nearby take 307 shock damage each second. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot, but hold on. There's more, because on top of that, I'm also dealing damage with my axes, right? I'm hitting them the whole time. Okay, so keep 307 in mind. Now, I also have Liquid Lightning. Okay? Now, this deals... Now, create a Nexus Storm energy at the target location that deals 954 shock damage to nearby enemies every 1 second. Okay? Now, I also chose to morph it to where an ally can come and use Conduit, which is a skill to where it just sort of like an AoE skill that blasts out and hits all nearby enemies for about for 3024. Now, that's not all, because I haven't even shown you my physical damage that I'm doing yet. This is just my spell damage. Alright? Now, Power Surge. Invoke Meridia's name to get a rush of power, granting you major brutality and major sorcery, which increases weapon and spell damage by 20% for 33 seconds. Okay? Then I morphed it. So while active, critical strikes heal me for 40% of the damage done. Alright, that's a must have if you're just looking to get in the fight, give them the good old 1-3. Now, there again, for the passive abilities, there's no reason why you shouldn't have all these. Okay? Go out there, get your Mundus stones. As you see, I have some of these other ones. Now, for my weapons actually, before I go to the weapons, I'm going to go to my racial, and I want to show you. I am a dark elf. Now, ambidexterity increases experience gain with dual wield skill line by 15%. I want you to keep that in mind. Alright, this is a racial ability, it's a passive ability. You don't have to choose it, but it's always good to go with your race. I hope that didn't come off a little racist. But so I chose dual wield because I actually like the two-handed weapons, but I actually switched back out to dual wield. Alright, now I use rapid strikes. Alright, that's my favorite one so far. Right? All these other ones, they have their merits, but rapid strikes, you're dealing for 1440 total damage. That's not including what your weapon is doing. Alright, 506, 506, 506. It all adds up. And I morphed it so each hit does 2% more damage. Okay? Now, why choose heavy armor? Because when you're in the middle of the fight, if you're wearing robes and light armor, like a sorcerer who would stand on the sidelines and fling spells and AoE Sork, they may deal more damage with spells, but you go over there, you smack them around with this guy a couple times, and they tend to back off. Why? Because each one of these, as you can read, increases physical resistances as well as increases my health and stamina, armor. Now, building every class, you should be able to provide for your character. Think about if you personally had to live in these times. How are you going to dress yourself? Are you going to go out there, do stuff in low-end armor, and then just buy new armor or clothes over and over and over? Now, for me, I'm a little bit more of an independent sort of guy, so I always pick a crafting skill. Mine was obviously blacksmithing. Now, you'll see some of these are purple, but blue is really the highest you'll need as far as if you're leveling up at a faster pace, especially when you're first starting out. I'd wait till you're a VR rank before you start making them purple. Okay. And I also made my weapons. Now, my two crafting skills are blacksmithing and enchanting. Alright? And enchanting is just good all around. So I've enchanted all of these. These are all my enchantments. Okay? They're not amazing, but they work for me. As far as the VR rank, I want to show you guys that. Now, we're going to start with this since I've actually got to do it. My spell shield, so against enemy sorcerers, both player and non-player. Alright, this just does wonders. Okay. Elemental defender. Alright, this also increases my resistances to all the elements. Nourishing, which actually, bam. Okay. Yeah, nourishing increases the effectiveness of healing potions. Alright. These are just the ones I've invested in. I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. Like I said, you can play how you want to play. Build your build, experiment. I mean, don't just apply yourself to one thing. But Bastion increases effectiveness of damage absorbing. Actually, this actually looks a little bit better. Now, heavy armor focus. Now, my character wears full suit of heavy armor. Alright, not just 1, 2, or even 4 pieces. All heavy armor. This is a must have. Alright, must have if you're going to use a heavy sork, like I like to call them. Alright. Now, magician reduces the cost of spells. Alright, that's any sorcerer. Any sorcerer, you need that. Arcanist, this is another one any sorcerer just needs. Alright, increases your magic recovery. Tenacity, I actually was just playing around with this one. It just restores more after heavy attacks. Now, tumbling, I also did that so you can dodge. You get a little bit of a help whenever, so you can break free if they hit you and you don't realize it, and you end up getting rooted. This will help you get out of it. Alright, Elemental Expert, increase my flame, frost, and shock damage. Now you see I do storm calling, so this is another must. Alright, Elfborn, increases damage and healing dealt by spell criticals. Alright, this is almost 5%. That's a big number. I know it doesn't make any sense, but that's a big number. Alright, spell erosion, increase spell penetration. This is another thing that is just a must-have for my style of fighting, my fighting discipline, basically, because I got to get in there and all my AoE spells just gotta, it's really gotta hit hard. Now, heavy weapon expert, this is another must-have if you're dual wielding, or if you decide to carry a heavy weapon as a Sorc, or as any character really, because it increases the damage of your light and heavy attacks with maces and axes. Now, they have a completely different one for blades, but obviously I don't use it, or bows, or you can even, staves, but I don't really use them all that much. Precise strikes, increases damage and healing dealt by weapon criticals. Also, big must for my fighting discipline. Alright, and we've already gone there. Bam. Bam. Now, I have one and only strategy. Like, these guys are VR5, I'm VR4, so this will this will hurt if I mess it up, so let's hope I don't. Alright, you summon your Twilight Matriarch with healing ability, right? As my weapon damage, right? I'm doing 906, 906. Actually, I should probably charge these. Okay, and yes, I hit the like when they were having the Black Frida skill. There was no I didn't want to enchant. There was no reason why you shouldn't have bought that stuff other than being broke, like I usually am. All right, now engage, Boundless Lightning, Power Surge. When you get in, drop that base on them, that liquid splash, and as you see, even when I'm not dealing damage with my axes, I'm still dealing damage. Now I come over here, right? And I wiped out. Now, one level VR level ahead of you, that is sort of a big deal. So, I mean, for people that have been playing a while, for some it is, for some it isn't, but for me it's a big deal. Now let's go over my strategy again. You have Boundless Lightning, which deals not that much damage. Power Surge, which doesn't give you that much of a boost. Alright. Liquid Lightning, all added together, you're dealing immense amounts of damage, right? Alright, against enemies that would, in any other situation, beat the crap out of you. And this is me not even, these are just light attacks, and I'm dealing 1k with light attacks. Don't worry, baby, I got you. Mwah. Alright guys, this is my build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys make a bunch of heavy Sorcs from now on. And if you guys have any suggestions or anything as far as how you think I can make this build even a little bit better, because like I said, I'm still experimenting with it, and it's always evolving. I'm trying new skills. I'm doing other things. But also, you know, tell me about your current builds that you have. That would be awesome. And then if you guys want to play with me, go ahead and hit me up on Google Plus or on here, and I'm sure we'll work something out. But as always, I will see you on the next level, gamers. Have fun on your adventures, and Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe.